Alex Jones here with an emergency alert dealing with the First Amendment and free speech worldwide. You know that in communist China and in many other countries, they are setting up internet IDs, internet taxation systems, internet blacklist. And Microsoft and other big U.S. companies like Yahoo and others have actually aided and abetted the communist Chinese and other authoritarian countries in setting up these surveillance grids, as well as these systems that they use to blockade information or firewalls. Now, these companies are also involved here in the United States with the recording industry and others supporting CISPA. Now, we were able to shoot down SOPA because of massive grassroots awakening and protest, but the system always comes back again. So we've got to expose CISPA, that mainline analyst at CNET News, you name it, the Electronic Frontier Foundation, others, call the most draconian anti-freedom legislation they've ever seen. This makes SOPA look tame in comparison. It allows the Pentagon and the federal government to shut down any websites they want. It allows companies to surveil everybody and give the data and share the data and sell the data to the government in live time. It allows the Pentagon to attack people's websites. It is totally and completely anti-American, but it's also just anti-freedom. We have an article up at Infowars.com written by Steve Watson that boils down the fact that activists and freedom lovers are launching a new operation against this tyranny. Headline, activists aim to crush internet censorship bill. Week of protest against CISPA begins. And it's got all the links to the bill, to the Twitter and Facebook revolts that are happening, to all the sites and groups that are taking action. We had the blackout earlier. That worked. Now we're going to use some other tactics, and together we can do this. Do things like shoot your own YouTube video, just speaking out against it. And whether it gets 100 viewers or 1 million, all of that together, that swarm of activism will expose this tyranny. We have to ask ourselves, why are governments right now openly worldwide trying to sign treaties and pass their own legislation to restrict the web? Because the big mega banks that are looting all of our countries through austerity to pay off their derivatives openly know the people are waking up and realize that we have corporate fascism worldwide setting up what they call a new world order. And so they can't allow a truly free internet to create a Western spring against the globalist. They want to use the internet selectively to start rebellions against countries they want to overthrow. They don't want the people to peacefully use it to expose what they're doing. I saw numbers just last week where record low viewership for TV and cable television, record increase for alternative media online. Look at what we're doing with Infowars.com, the nightly news. Look what countless others are doing with their blogs and news organizations, engaging in real research. So there is a threat that the system is desperate to basically quell, the threat of liberty, of true diversity of ideas. The system sees freedom as a threat, and that's why there's a perfect storm of dinosaur corporate whore media that can't compete with free media and government that can't compete with free media coming together to try to sell the end of the free internet as we know it. If we beat this, they'll come back again. But that's what's fun about this. It's not, oh, gosh, they came back. It's, hey, we beat them. Now they're coming back for another fight. Good. We have to make this the sporting event of our times, fighting for liberty, not going and watching a football game and getting drunk. We have to understand it's fun to be involved. It's fun to be informed. It's certainly not fun to be a slave and to live in a country that has a censored internet that's run by the Pentagon, where they make all the different IT professionals get federally certified and agree to spy on people for the government and to put government Trojan horse hardware into all of the ISPs. I'm talking about the little ISPs. Just a few weeks ago, we saw the CIA director come out and say, hey, we are spying on everybody through their appliances. Ha, 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 when you buy a cell phone or a new washer or dryer, it's got tech built into it that the smart meters dial into, and we listen to you. You know, the Fourth Amendment ain't what it used to be. He laughed. at a NQTEL CIA public meeting where they steer money into the industry to fund all of this. They're trying to just bring censorship out in the open and admitting it's an end to the Fourth Amendment and privacy, admitting it's an end to due process, admitting they'll just shut your site down or take it over if they want, or spy on you, or have the Pentagon attack your site if they don't agree with your information. In closing, we've seen people like Senator Lieberman and others say, if somebody's criticizing the war, shut down their website. He has said he wants to be able to send an email to YouTube and have people's videos taken down. That's actually happened to us before when we show videos exposing war crimes. So this is happening. Jay Rockefeller a few years ago said we would have been better off never inventing the internet. He's one of the top senators who's trying to push all this right now. The system is desperate. At last year's Bilderberg, who was there? The head of Google, all the tech people. We predicted all this was coming because our moles inside said they want to clamp down on the web. It's here. It's happening. But public pressure is so huge that even Google on the surface has to act like they're against what's happening. So let's come together again. Let's get the storm of awakening happening. This breakdown, CISPA, Cyber Intelligence Sharing and Protection Act, and it goes over it. CISPA bill text, basic definitions, got all the graphics. Take part in resisting this electronic Berlin Wall the system is trying to drop down over our digital freedom to communicate in the online marketplace that is the town square. It is the modern town square. Here's the key. The only big group publicly supporting this is Facebook, who's called their users dumb effers and makes jokes. Users of Facebook trust us. What a bunch of idiots. Ha ha ha. That's the arrogant attitude of this scum. Let's show them that we're awake to what they're doing. Let's go into Facebook especially. And this video and the bill and the information out there and get it out to everyone. I take you back to InfoWars Nightly News and Aaron Dykes.